Good. Okay, so Chris,
Dr. D.
so awesome. I like the smile on your face. So, long story short, we got a call from one of your family members, and they said basically there's something going on, and can you give us a brief description when your family member says something's going on? Explain to us what is that something that was going on with you.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think the biggest, easiest thing to tell was sleep. I was not sleeping well. I was sleeping really light and waking up multiple times throughout the night in a deep sweat and feeling panicky. No idea why I was panicking or anything like that. I was just constantly stuck in the on position. Like I was in fight or flight, couldn't calm down. I was agitated, aggressive, and angry all the time. And then dealt with that for about a year before coming to this program.
And in that process, I know the answer to this, but I just want for the people who are in a similar situation, right? That's why we do this, because there are people right now who are at the edge of hope, and somebody said, hey, just watch this video. Where was your hope level before you came to see us?
It was gone, non-existent. I thought that this was just the burden I had to bear for the rest of my time, and just needed to buck up and lead my family well, lead my kids well, my wife well, and just suffer through it. But what was, I tried multiple different things, tried a program through church, tried, some counseling and stuff like that too. None of that really worked. And what was really, really validating for me was day one starting the program here, of getting my initial brain scans done, and there's a wiring issue with your brain. Like there's switches that are flipped on that need to get turned off, that you couldn't do on your own, you couldn't do through medications, and that was extremely validating for me and my family. Of like, okay, cool, like we know what the problem is now, and then we had a 100% solution to fix it.
That's so awesome. Okay, fast forward 2 months, we did EEG based neurofeedback, we did hyperbaric, we did nutrition, and then of course we did cranial and brain-based chiropractic care. So we put you through, like we gave you the full force of really everything we have to reverse this, and not reverse it, but restore you. And we just did your brain mapping. Actually, would you mind if I just pulled up real quick?
Nope,
And
feel
then-
free to share.
And here's the before and after, if Jaden can zoom in. It's pretty clear, these shows. 2 months ago, this says it all basically, blue brain, and now we have a robust cognitive resources that's significantly better. If we had a moment, I would share with them also that P300 test would show that significant cognitive resource increase that you had. But fast forward to that, tell us today, how do you feel, and where you at today?
I feel great. It is night and day difference. It's relief that I haven't felt. I feel like myself again. Relief I haven't felt in 18 months. My family, my wife, my mom, my kids, everyone notices a difference in it. It's drastically different. I'm sleeping a lot better. I am off every medication that was ever prescribed to me by the VA or naval medicine. And I'm able to just cognitively reason through things a little bit better. I feel like all the extra apps that were running in the background constantly, 24/7, all the static that was in my head all the time, is finally shut down, is off. I can problem solve a little bit better. I can reason through things a little bit better.
Calmer.
I'm a lot calmer. I'm not angry anymore. I'm not so hyper aggressive to things.
That's a beautiful thing. And that's when that family member said, like, my son is not there. He needs to come back, and guess what, Chris, you're back, baby.
Oh yeah, she said it. She said it last week when she was here. She said I got my son back.
Yeah. So congratulations.
Thank you.
That 2% shift will continue to improve as well, by the way. So this is really a new beginning for you.
Absolutely, we plan on continuing maintenance on it, getting a hyperbaric for the house and everything too.
That's so awesome. So thank you for doing this. And I'm just going to end with this quote. One of my mentors said this. He said, "You never know how far-reaching something you may say, think, or do today that will affect the lives of millions tomorrow." Well, as we talked about, 22 vets take their lives every day, and we know that number realistically is much, much greater. So, Chris, I just want you to know that thanks for being brave. Thanks for coming out here and taking a risk on us, me particularly. Thank you for trusting us in the process. And more importantly, you are the man that God made you to be. And lastly, by sharing your heart like this, you've now saved gazillion other possible lives that will go down that path. So I appreciate that, and I thank you, and I love you, brother.
Thanks, Dr. D. Love you too. Appreciate everything you've done for me.